Well, many legal immigrants arrived in the United States as students. The U.S. has more than 600,000 international students. Ndiho has more on one African student who is pursuing his higher education here in Washington.
Max Jordan Wemini is a first-year civil engineering international student at Howard University in Washington, D.C. He arrived here nearly 18 months ago from the West African nation of Cameroon.
We have more opportunities here after college or grad school or whatever. And if I ever want to go back, which I want to, if I want to go back to Cameroon, I think I have somehow more chances to be successful.
Many colleges and universities offer international students great opportunities for learning and enrichment. For Jordan, choosing Howard University was not an extensive and exhausting process.
I applied here because my uncle, who I'm currently living with, I'd say, but I live on campus now, went to Howard for grad school. He did mechanical engineering here, and his wife went here for law school.
Even though there are many cultures in America, there is still an American culture that may be quite different from your own. While much of American culture is exported through television, film and consumer products, but there are some aspects that you do not encounter until you actually live in the US.
Here they have this thing called personal space. I'd never heard of personal space before I came here. Yes, you don't.
So what does that mean?
You don't have to stand too close to people. I guess I never heard that before.
In an age of globalization, the presence of foreign students is being perceived by universities around the world as an effective instrument in the diversification of their campuses. With their exposure to international students, domestic students are strengthening their knowledge of global issues and being better prepared to live and work in a global community. The exposure is also helping students to better understand each other and overcome negative attitudes towards other peoples and cultures.
Not understanding other people's accents. Sometimes I have teachers I can't understand what they're saying.
However, Jordan says he enjoys living on campus because the students and the professors are nice, but jokes that there is no diversity.
Teachers are nice, and although people would say there's not much diversity because everybody is black.
Because of the prohibitive cost of going to college in America, there are certain scholarship programs that he cannot afford. He says these extra programs would be beneficial to him, helping people in his home country.
To an African society, civil engineering, very applicable. We need roads in Africa. We need bridges, we need buildings, we need better transportation systems. We need to take care of the environment because right now, like where I am from, the environment isn't that well taken care of. People put trash everywhere, things like that.
When asked about what he thought about joining politics in Cameroon and playing a role in building his country, Jordan flatly rejects the idea, saying that politicians in his home country are greedy and don't work for the advancement of the community but rather themselves.
We really need that. We need organization. We need to be able to manage time, to be able to manage people, to manage money. This is something that we will in an organization.
Approximately 40% of all international students at Howard University are from Africa. The New York-based Institute of International Education says the number of foreign students attending American colleges reached an all-time high of 671,616 during 2008-2009 academic year, an increase of almost 8% from a year earlier. First-time student enrollment grew even more robustly by nearly 16%. Ndiho, VOA News.